The Seattle Sports Star of the Year nominees are now out, and you can vote for who you think should get an award. Here to tell us more is Mara Moat, a show producer for the Seattle Sports Commission and a nominee himself, UW men's head coach Jamie Clark. Thank you both for being here today.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's talk about the awards and what they mean, what we can expect this year.
Yes, so Sports Star of the Year has been going for 91 years now. It's tied as the longest running sports awards in the country with the Heisman, so we've got quite a depth of history of winners. Each year we've got the men's sports, women's sports, and sports story categories. So we'll announce those winners on stage live at the award show on March 13th. And then we've got honoree categories. So Michelle Akers, Casey Keller, they're getting Sports Legend Awards. Mike and Kathy Holmgren are getting the Humanitarian Award this year, and the late Tony Ventrella is receiving the Media Excellence Award this year. So it's a packed schedule. It's a really fun evening. We've got pre-show reception stuff. You're going to see mascots everywhere. So Dubs will be present, and Harry, of course. Yes, and we'll have a silent auction with a bunch of experiential and sports-themed packages that all go back to benefit the Sports Commission as a nonprofit. We'll have some live music, we'll have some food, beverages, and it's just a great way to get together with the sports community.
Okay, well that sounds like a blast.
Not too bad.
And Coach, one of your players is on a big nomination list. Tell me about that one. It's a stacked category.
Certainly. Honored to have Richie Amon there. He's an amazing young man, and he led us to a national championship this year. So he's done great things, but I will say, looking at that category, there are some amazing, amazing people in it, and it is tough competition, but that's the special part about Seattle. There's so many great sports, there's so many good people, and there's two other Huskies, or former Huskies, in there, Christian Roldan, who also played for us. So it's very exciting.
It'll make it that much more sweet. And we have a collective nomination together.
Yes, so for the Sports Story of the Year award, UW Soccer collectively won for men's and women's sports. I'll let Jamie talk to their season and how the teams kind of came together.
Again, look at all the sports stories this year. It's crazy. So, credit to the Seahawks. Let's hope they get it done next week, or 2 weeks from now, I should say.
Yeah.
But our teams were amazing this year. The women's team fought through tragedy, and Mia Hammett was sort of the spirit in our corner all year, and turned truly a very tough situation into an inspiring one. And the women's team won the Big Ten title, the Big Ten tournament, and then went on to an Elite Eight. And then we sort of rode their coattails all year and were inspired by them and ended up winning our own national championship. So the first in our program history, the first actually in men's NCAA, it's a weird category, but an NCAA title for UW on the men's side. So special year.
Yeah, powerful year.
Yes, across Washington sports, we have some really incredible stories that made it to the short list. So we have a nominations committee that helps us throw all the names on the wall to find out who our larger pool of candidates are, and then we narrow it down to the top 5 or 6. And it was just an incredible sports year. So from a story category, the Mariners making the postseason while Cal Raleigh set records. The Seattle Torrent getting named and taking the ice all in the same year. And now we've got 3 professional women's teams in Seattle. And the Seahawks on their Super Bowl run. And then we also have, with UW Soccer, the Sounders won the Leagues Cup. And they were the first one to fill their trophy case with all 5 Continental trophies.
Oh my goodness. And I think we always talk about the professional sports teams doing so well, but we cannot forget about UW.
Yeah, I mean, some of the folks on the list that didn't make it to the nominees this year was a jump roping crew. There were 9 kids from West Seattle area jump roping that went to Japan for the Worlds. And then we also had Ultimate Frisbee, had a lot of Seattleites go help Team USA sweep the Worlds in Spain.
Love it.
So there were so many great stories if you look at amateur, youth, collegiate, pro, and then this was just the narrowed down list to vote with.
Oh my goodness, cannot wait to see what happens and see how it all shakes out. Thank you both so much for your time.
Yes, and make sure everybody votes. I want to make sure everybody knows that they can vote today through February 14th at seattlesports.org and help us choose the winners for men's, women's, and story.
Yep, and then don't forget, you can also watch the Sports Star Awards right here on King 5. That will air Saturday, March 28th at 6:30 p.m. We cannot wait.